Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tee, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Brittany Bowl, and today my guest is returning guest Steve Gumble, but we all call him Gumbie around here. Welcome, Gumbie.
Well, thanks for having me back.
Thank you for being here. You were such a light last time that, you know, we needed to have you back. And what you come for is always good things. Like, you're just pouring goodness out of you.
Well, that's not what most people will say about me, but I do appreciate it. You know, we just try to do things with the community and help out kids and veterans and families, and anything we can do to help, hey, we're here.
And by we, he means the American Legion.
American Legion riders. We're the motorcycle side of the family. We are a group of riders that patriotism, Americanism, kids, veterans. Like I said, if there's something that we can do that seems to be overlooked, or give us a call.
Yeah.
You know, let us take a look at it, see if we can't help you out a little bit. And this year we're going to have we got a motorcycle show coming up. And here are some of the trophies. We have a bunch of them on my dining room table. My wife will be mad when they're gone. We have, it's going to be June 14th.
Okay.
I will stutter a little bit here.
No, we got our cheat sheet in front of
we got our cheat sheet. June 14th, registration is going to be from 9 till noon. And then we're going to start judging the bikes at noon. Everybody who enters the show is going to be a judge.
Okay, so this is the first.
This is our first one.
First bike show.
Yes.
And where is it going to be held again?
North Main and Hannibal.
Okay.
So if you go down on North Main, you can't miss us. We're going to be in front of Java Jive and our Huck's, or Finn's restaurant. We're going to be in front of Finn's. And we're going to have 2 blocks of Main Street.
That's
the whole street.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going to take the whole street. Hannibal was nice enough to give us a street.
Yeah.
And we're going to use it up, and I hope fill it up full of bikes. Let people come down, take a look.
And they can take their pictures with
They
them,
can take
I'm
pictures
sure.
with bikes. They can take pictures with old people like me and break some cameras. And then we're going to have People's Choice Award, which will be decided by people putting money in front of a coffee can in front of a bike.
Okay.
So if you have a snazzy bike, people donate money to that bike. Whoever raises the most money is the People's Choice, and that's that trophy right there.
That's a beauty.
It's a nice trophy.
So get your friends out there and get your votes in for them.
Yeah.
Okay, so what with the money being raised, is it just with the registration fee and
the registration fee and the money that's provided for the People's Choice? All that money is going to be used for Shiloh Children's Ranch, which we do 1 ride a year for them for Christmas. And if you're not familiar with Shiloh, Shiloh is an orphanage foster system in Clarence, Missouri. Their home base is in Shelbina, but they're actually in Clarence. There are 40 children there. They get no state or federal funding. This is all privately done. So we do 1 ride a year, and it's going to be in early September. And that money we raise money for those kids to have Christmas.
Oh,
that
see,
money
I told you he was pouring goodness.
That money is only used for Christmas. So we started this, it was done years back, and COVID kind of messed everything up for everybody.
Yeah.
So we decided, okay, we'll start this up again. And the first year we did it, 3 years ago, we raised $6,000 in 1 day.
Wow.
Yeah, well, $6,000, that's a lot of money.
Yes.
Not for 40 kids.
Yeah.
So, you know, some of them are infants and they don't meet, but it's a start.
Yes.
It's a start. So we've been doing it for 3 years.
And everybody deserves to have a little Christmas.
Yeah, it's something that we can do to help out.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And then the other part, it helps us give a very healthy donation to our legacy run.
Okay. And when is that?
And the legacy run is, a little background on it, is a statewide ride for American Legion riders only. And this ride raises money for the Legacy Fund.
Okay.
The Legacy Fund helps provide a one-time grant from the American Legion to veterans and their families when they're in extreme financial distress.
Yes.
That distress, we can hearken it to the hurricane that came up through the South.
Yeah.
Where FEMA's coming in and telling these people, hey, go online, fill out your form, and we'll get you some money. There's no online. There's no nothing.
Yeah.
But the American Legion was there.
Real people with
real
real
people,
money.
real help right now for veterans and their families. So when you have nothing and the whole world is stepping on your throat,
Yeah.
you can go to the Legion and let them help you out. That's what we're here for. We're here to help veterans. You know, they say we have a program that says, be the one. I want you to be the one that somebody can call when the world's, I call it stepping on their throat, and they're ready to call it. They're ready to call the game. Be the one that they call. Be the one that they can trust with their confidence. And that's what we're about, the Be the One program. And this helps fund that. And it lets us be that bridge when everything goes south and they're done. You know, they say that 22 veterans commit suicide every day. We got to lower that number.
Yes.
And if you're part of the solution, then we can help eliminate the problem.
Yeah.
And the Legacy Ride helps to fund that program. The bike show helps fund the Legacy Ride. Everything works in this neat little circle to where maybe, just maybe, we can make a difference in one person's life.
Well, I think you've already made a difference in many people's lives, but like you said, just to have that lifeline there, that's
Something.
that's really
Something.
like good to know. And like you said, we need to get that out to the veterans. That make the phone call.
When veterans, we're stubborn. I mean, oh
You
Lord,
think?
Lord have mercy, we are stubborn. If we think that the whole world is against us, it's real easy to self-medicate.
Yeah.
The VA hands out pills like they're Skittles.
Yeah.
Right? There's a liquor store on every corner. And when a guy's got the whole world against him, he goes out there in the garage. It's real easy to call game.
Yeah.
But if he's got a friend that he can call and talk to and have the confidence, and know that that friend is not going to spread his business across the World Wide Web, and the only time he's going to call for help is to that friend, then that friend is the one. And everyone has to be the one for somebody.
Yeah.
And that confidence that they have in you and the confidence that you have in them to trust you is amazing. And you can really help people out. And that's what we try to do.
Yes.
So
This program is beautiful. Like, I'm trying not to tear up because the whole last chance
we
thing,
do what we do.
that hits close to home. Let's just go one more time about the actual event and when it is and where, and then how much.
Right. $10 entry fee. Saturday.
to a great cause.
$10. Saturday, June 14th this year. It's in a couple of weeks. Come down on North Main in Hannibal. Bring your bike or bikes. We have a touring, let me get this straight now. A cruiser class, a bagger class, a touring class. Bikers will know what I'm talking about if you drive a
I
sedan.
have no idea what he's
there you
talking
go.
about.
Our cruiser class, the bike that has no bags on the back. That's
Okay,
a cruiser.
okay.
All right. Guess what? If you got bags on the back, you're a bagger. All
Okay.
right? Okay. If you got a touring pack, a big trunk on the back end of it, that's a touring bike. Tour
Okay.
cross country. If you have a custom bike, you have a custom bike. If you have to ask if it's custom, you haven't spent enough money on it yet. All right? And you have a trike, that's for us old people who like to ride around on 3 wheels. And then we have the sport bike. That's the one that the girls think are cute, but they can't sit on because they'll fall off the back.
So, time out real quick. What kind of bike do you ride?
I ride a trike.
Okay.
I've got a Lazy Boy on wheels.
I-
Heated seats, heated grips, 200-watt stereo system, 9-band graphic equalizer. I'm sitting back, relaxing. That's it.
Gumby has more miles on his bike than he does his actual truck. I think he told me his truck's a 2010.
Yeah, it's got like 36,000 or
And then
56,000 miles on it.
How many miles does your trike have?
My bike is a 2000 or it's a 19, and it's got almost 36,000 miles on it.
And
If I could put all my groceries in that bike, I would never drive my truck in the
Okay.
summer. Except that when you buy bread and you take it home and it's all mashed, and you tell her, "No, baby, these are pitas." No, that don't work. No. So
he rode his bike here today in the rain. It was raining yesterday, as you saw this, and he comes in and doesn't phase Gumby.
Oh, it's rain. It keeps your hair from frizzing up.
Well, mine
yeah.
always is like that.
But yeah, we'll do. We're gonna have the People's Choice. We've got the female biker.
Okay.
So the best female bike gets this trophy right here.
So
You want a bike?
it's just if you're female. I didn't know if
yeah.
there's like a female bike.
Well, there's about 350 things I could say to that, and 349 of them will get me in trouble. So
I'm just always trying to set you up here, Gumby.
So we can't do that. But then we have the ugliest bike.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you have a bike and there's this, oh my God, I would not show this to, no.
That's perfect.
That's perfect. Bring it over. You're going to
Yeah.
get a trophy.
Bring it over. You're doing it for a good cause.
But yeah, and then whoever travels the farthest to get this come up show,
Okay.
we're going to give them a trophy too.
That's awesome.
So yeah, our People's Choice, like I said, we'll put a coffee can in front of your bike. And everybody who comes down to the show can look at your bikes and they can put money in that. And then whoever raises the most money gets the Commander's Cup, which our post commander will present. And then we will have the Tom and Becky Award too. So we'll have Tom and Becky down there in the little costumes, and they'll look at the bikes and they'll decide which one they like best, and they'll give a trophy for that.
That's awesome. So a lot of opportunity to win and a lot of opportunity to just go down, have a good time, and for a good cause.
Hang out June 14th, that morning. It's $10. You get to meet a lot of bikers. We all talk trash on each other's bike because it's genetic when you own a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a great time.
It sounds like a great time.
You see a lot of good stuff down there. Some stuff that it's amazing what happens down there.
Well,
we talk about our causes, the different groups that are down there, what they're doing, and it's a great time.
You might catch me down there posing in front of the bikes, like I pretend like I know what I'm doing.
We'll pretend like you know what you're
All
doing.
right.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
Barely.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add, Gumbie?
No, like I said, the Legacy Ride is coming through Hannibal.
Yep.
June 28th on Saturday.
So that's going to be a show to see.
That's a show to see. There's going to be we're expecting 125 bikes.
And will they go down
We
Main
are
Street?
coming in Highway 79, because the ride starts in Poplar Bluff. So we're going to come in 79, and that's going to be from 3:30 to 4 o'clock. Saturday, June 28th, and we're hoping people can come out, line Broadway, parade atmosphere.
Broadway then, not Main Street.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Hannibal.
That one, we're coming in 79, we're going up Broadway, and we're heading out to the post.
Awesome.
So that will be a great event. We want kind of like a parade atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's right at the beginning of Tom Sawyer days, so it's going to be busy downtown. Like I said, with the bike show, June 14th, the Legacy Riders coming in the 28th, the Legion's got a lot of things going on, and every bit of it goes to benefit kids, veterans, patriotism, Americanism, all the stuff that we see on the news that they kind of talk bad about sometimes. We're here.
Thank you.
We're here.
Thank you, Gumbie.
Thank you.
I appreciate you being here.
Oh, you're a
today.
blast.
Thank you. All right, coming up next, I sit down with Bobby G and we do a little coffee talk.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan-favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink. 2902 Broadway.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
And welcome back. Now it's time for
Coffee Talk.
Brought to you by EFB, where Bob and me spill the tea. Oh, that sounded pretty
Nailed
good.
it. Good job.
Sorry,
Good job by you.
So, what are we spilling today?
Well, we have the mayor coming up in an interview, or if you should have seen it, I hope, in a very busy city council meeting last night. I think this whole solar farm thing is just fascinating. I look at the, you're in Ursa and you can do it, but in Quincy you can't because you're so close to Quincy. It's just amazing to see the effects of if you have a zoning plan and you don't have a zoning plan. And folks in Adams County who fought zoning for years so they could just do whatever they want, now they're feeling the effects of that because now their neighbors can pretty much do whatever they want in terms of either a solar farm or maybe even a wind turbine if they wanted it. Now, from what I understand, the topography of Adams County isn't necessarily conducive to a lot of the windmills, except for on the far eastern side of the county, or if you stuck one on top of the bluff.
Do windmills really do that much? I thought that was kind of a failed...
They
I
still
could be
pop
talking
up
on my
all
butt.
over the country, all over. I mean, if you go now, like between Jacksonville, like right around Jacksonville to Springfield, they've all popped up. You had so many around Bloomington, LaSalle, Peru, big, central and northern Illinois. They're all over, and I think they're kind of cool. But that's just me. I don't know if I'd want one in my backyard. I don't think you would want one next on the bluff next to your house either. So
There's no room.
There's no room. Can't do it. Can't do it. Plus, you're in the city, so you're fine.
Yeah.
It'd get blocked.
Well, was the solar proposal in the city?
It was within the 1.5 mile zone that the city has jurisdiction over. So the city has this kind of this buffer that they were granted as a home rule unit that can allow them to kind of, within that 1.5 miles around the entire city on 3 sides. Obviously, I don't think the river gets affected because West Quincy can do what they want. But you basically have that 1.5 mile buffer where you really can't do anything without the city's permission.
Well, and it sounded like they didn't get permission. I kind of joked on the Morning Muddy today about how it was destroyed, but not physically and thankfully, because that is the talk a lot about solar panels or solar farms, is when they do live out their lifespan, because they do have a lifespan, what do you do with the panels? Like, how are they disposed of? That's a big environmental concern. I know, that wasn't exactly the concern here and with this decision, because it was more like, I don't want to see it in my backyard. And I get that. You chose to live there for a reason. Mm-hmm. However, I did understand from somebody that maybe you weren't going to see it. There were going to be evergreens and stuff. But then there's also the question of what are the health impacts behind that? I didn't really look into this, but, when you're collecting UV rays very close to you, I think that would propose some kind of, but I don't know. I'm not the expert. The experts did come, or they were the business. It wasn't really the experts. I don't really know. They came. They tried to sell it to us as a public. It didn't work out. But that's not to say this is forever, because technically the state has the last say on solar farms.
Well, they do in unincorporated areas.
I think they can come in and say, Illinois has new laws against this.
I still think it has to be zoned properly. So in the first city, especially, a home rule city still has a lot of power of control of what they get to do. Like you say, the thing got bounced last night, so we'll see, or on Monday night.
I still say in 6 months, Illinois is coming in and trumping the cities.
We'll
Doesn't
We'll see.
that, isn't that how that
Well,
goes?
yeah, but home rule units do have a little more authority than just, again, an unincorporated area out in the middle of a county. I mean, they do have more recourse than they do. So, but again, it's like, you had the people who wanted to put the housing complex there on Columbus Road, and that got knocked down. And then you've had this. So it's like, everybody, this isn't just a Quincy thing. It's, nobody wants this kind of stuff in their backyard, so to speak.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just the way it rolls. So
We'll see where all of this goes. In more exciting news, if you saw our sushi video, it got me wanting sushi really bad from Neiman's. Annie and I had a video, you can still find that on Muddy River TV, where we tasted some sushi. Bob tasted it off camera. He was a sushi virgin and technically is no more. I mean, he was eating imitation crab meat, but anyway, what I'm saying or what I'm talking about is I had so much sushi in my refrigerator because my eyes are bigger than my stomach for everyone. And so there was leftover sushi. And the first thing my daughter did the next morning when she woke up was stuck a piece of sushi in her mouth. And I was
sushi
like,
for breakfast.
Yes. I'm like, ugh. And it's not so much the sushi for breakfast that grossed me out. It was, are you really eating your microcosms that grew in your mouth with your sushi for breakfast?
So she didn't brush her teeth before she ate the sushi.
No.
That's what your problem is with that.
And
You'd have been okay if she'd have brushed her teeth and eaten
absolutely,
the sushi.
it's summer. Who cares?
All right, look. If I'm at home...
Sushi, especially from Neiman's, is light and refreshing.
It's excellent.
So it's like that's what you're supposed to do.
I like the shrimp. I like the crab. I thought it was great.
Breakfast is supposed to be light and refreshing.
Look, when you get up in the morning, and I get up in the mornings, and if I'm at home on Saturdays and Sundays, most Saturdays and Sundays, I go. I got to do updates on the site. I got stuff to do. I'm going to go I got to take the dogs out to poop, and then I fix my coffee, and I have my coffee. I'm not going to brush my teeth before I have my coffee, and I'm not going to have it if I'm going to have some orange juice with my wheat checks or whatever,
Wheat checks. Okay, well.
Or granola or whatever, or.
I'm not going to oust my family growing up, their practices, but I will out my brother because we've had this debate before, and he is one that does not brush his teeth beforehand, and I'm like, you're literally eating the stuff that grew in your mouth overnight. That's you know how my morning goes? I wake up, my alarm goes off, I realize, I got to post the blotter ASAP, and I'm posting the blotter while brushing my teeth, and I already, the dogs are outside doing their business. I don't really have to.
I have to walk ours.
Yeah, I'm lucky where I have a bluff, and they just kind of just go off the bluff.
Well, you hope they don't literally go off the bluff.
No. They back it up, and then it goes off.
Bye, dog!
But anyway, so I want to know, because I'm not shaming. I am shaming, I guess. I don't know.
You're totally shaming me
right now. I'm so sorry. It just kind of weirds me out. I don't know. I brush my teeth before my coffee, and then if I have somewhere to be right afterwards and I don't want to have coffee breath, I brush it again real quick.
Sure, if I'm gonna as soon as I'm done with my breakfast, I'm gonna brush my teeth.
Also,
or in the morning, during the week, I don't have coffee in the morning. I get ready, I take the dogs out, I try to grab coffee at an EFB or one of our other fine local establishments, lots of times EFB, and I will brush my teeth before then, of course.
But also, when you have coffee, after you brush your teeth, so you brush your teeth, have some coffee, then take your orange juice. You can't taste mint because the coffee trumps the Colgate, man. I don't know.
But I've had my coffee, I'm done with my coffee, I've moved on to the next course, which is the orange juice with the cereal.
Yeah.
Or the orange juice with the bagel and cream and cream cheese and stuff.
Boo.
I'm just saying. We had this discussion yesterday, and it was just you had this big hang up about it.
Okay, so I want to know from our viewers, and hopefully, this is what we just put on top so that they comment this. Because, I don't know if they're going to listen to us ramble the whole time. You should be, but do you brush your teeth before your coffee? After your coffee? How is? Yeah, I don't know. If you don't drink coffee, even though you should, especially from EFB, how does your routine go? Do you let those microcosms wallow in your
Coffee kills
mouth
the microcosm.
while it's not that
The
hot.
heat, the caffeine, it kills it. It just washes it all down, and it's back in your stomach again.
Yeah.
And then you're getting rid of it the other way.
We'll see. We'll see what the temperature is to kill microcosms. And I don't even know if, brushing your teeth kills them all. But yeah.
Then use mouthwash.
Yeah, and floss.
Yes. Yes, I do all that.
Yeah.
After. At some point, I do it all, yes. So, that it? Am I done with you? Are we done with each other here?
Do you name your microcosms?
No, I don't.
Yes, I think we're done here.
Nay.
All right, well, I want to hear it, okay? And I think that does it for today's
Coffee Talk.